someone does something, tries to steal package or break into my house, I have them on video.
Probably want lockers on.
Yeah, you do.
Lockers allowed.
You definitely want a locker. Not going to hit his diff, but he can hit it.
That's not going to hit?
No, you're good. Your front diff's not.
Daddy, you sent me.
Do you want to get out?
The rear's not cranking in.
The rear, because that's what all those scuff marks are, is the rear diff.
Ain't it driving yet?
It's covered. Actually, it's not covered.
Out over there.
Maybe, I don't know. We'll find out.
Get you up on it. Let's check and see if that's driving.
You like Tennessee?
It's okay. Oh, there it goes.
Well, even if you stay up back, one lock will get them up, but I don't know about the direction. Back there. Good on this one.
All right, let's see.
Bump?
Not bump, bump. Yeah, yeah. You're even doing amazing.
Yeah.
Right jab?
No, high center. All right, try again.
Kathleen,
Yeah.
you want to know one of the darkest Zelda games?
The darkest what?
One of the darkest Zelda games.
Which one?
Twilight Princess.
I've played it.
It's a very dark game. Like when you get into the story, you really find out how dark it is.
I like how, like literally
when it tells
dark.
you that it's a dark game when Link is
It's-
suffering, turning into a wolf. Like it literally just takes him over. You
Yeah.
can hear him scream. You can hear him yell for help before he gets a wolf head. Ah!
Yeah, I played that game when it first came out, actually.
And then he's like, when he reverts back to his humanoid form, he's like, I'm a human again. Like, he's incredibly surprised because he hadn't been that human for that long after being a wolf. I mean, he looks more like a teenager in that game too.
Yeah.
In Breath of the Wild, though, Breath of the Wild is a pretty dark game, but not as dark as
Is that newer?
not as dark as Twilight Princess.
I gave you a nice one, Ethan.
And the Skyward Sword came in at the second darkest Zelda game ever.
Huh.
Well, I did.
The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
Did you ever play that one?
I don't think so.
It's pretty dark because there's a lot of sad scenes in it. Impa dies. So many people die in it.
Oh. Huh.
Like literally, even Link's companion from his sword has to give him a farewell at the end of the game. And Link is just like,
Yeah, I don't.
go.
You're not gonna need to crawl. Or
Like he
roll
literally
until
runs up to
your
her.
back tires up.
He runs up to her before she goes back into the Master Sword because he doesn't want her to leave.
Yeah, that's not the
He's
problem.
literally like,
Got lots of good stuff over there.
Yeah.
Not the problem.
and
It
then
looks
she
like this little bridge
disappears.
here should do it.
Oh,
And he just walks down
Yeah.
all depressed and everything.
that's pretty sad.
Nintendo said they had never made a scene more sadder than that. Like they said that was the first time they made a scene
Something
that sad.
that sad.
Now Breath of the Wild is a sad game because guess what? Hyrule is in ruin.
Oh no. Yeah, that starts off. That's kind of starts, you know.
Where am I sitting on now?
Yeah, like Breath of the Wild already starts off giving
Yeah, you're
giving
very
it the
tired.
sad approach.
Mm-hmm.
Now what?
Almost have to come back to my line.
But it is a good game.
But you have to come off.
Did you ever play it?
No, not that one.
Breath of the Wild is the first game where you can customize Link and give him the clothes you want him
Really?
to wear.
And I was like, damn.
Interesting.
Instead of Link just wearing
What system do you play it on?
the Switch and the Wii U.
Oh, okay.
It's a two-platform.
Yeah.
It's a two-platform game.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
The Switch?
I like the Switch, but I don't own one.
Oh.
It'll flick it out. I got two drop again in there. Next little let that.
That game has spears, which was the first of its kind.
Really?
Breath of the Wild is the first game that adds spears as one of Link's weapons.
Oh.
And like every Zelda game, it does have two-handed swords.
Yeah.
And another thing that made it into Breath of the Wild that's been in every Zelda game since A Link to the Past,
Mm-hmm.
the Master Sword.
A little, green
It made it in.
front.
Yeah.
Zelda's
Hi.
Breath of the Wild is more like a Skyrim game, but still has that Zelda appeal.
I mean, come on. How can you go wrong with Zelda? It's classic. They're making it new.
It's been around since 1986. Did you
That's
ever play the very first Zelda?
not. I have played it.
Got rock.
It was
Did you ever
that's
play Zelda 2: The Adventures of Link?
I don't know. I played Ocarina of Time.
That is a good game.
Yeah.
That was rated the best game at its time.
Really?
It was rated the best game at its time.
That-
Until Majora's Mask came out.
I didn't like that one as much.
Also in Breath of the Wild, Link is right. You know how in
Is he left-
Ocarina of Time he was left-handed?
Oh yeah.
He's right-handed in Breath of the Wild.
Huh. I wonder why they did that.
He's also right-handed in Skyward Sword. But that was the way you held the Wii remote.
Oh really?
Yeah. The game was a motion control.
Most people are probably right-handed, so
Yeah. It's rare for someone to be a lefty, which is why Nintendo had them.
mostly right-handed.
My glass.
Actually, your body mount on the frame.
Oh, that's fine.
I'll make that.
People are saying Breath of the Wild is the third saddest Zelda game.
Got it back up.
Got to?
You'll be off of it in about a foot.
I've always tried to lick my elbow.
It's impossible.
Some
There are some very flexible people who can do it.
them people either have shorter
Like
arms.
yeah, maybe they're double jointed.
Unless we can get.
Yeah, I have someone double jointed in my arm, on my bus.
Yeah.
They can take their arm farther back than this.
Oof.
I double
rather-
jointed in my thumb.
I'd rather just not. I'd rather just not do that. I can see it.
Kind of like what I did. It'll bring it
I can
back.
do that too. Not very many people can do it.
You'll be fine.
And I'm double jointed. I can't do it. I do want to know what does double joint mean.
Come down on this side.
What does double jointed mean?
Yeah.
Are you double jointed anywhere?
I don't think so.
Can you do that with your
That
phone?
part of your body can do things that other people can't do.
Breath of the Wild is a pretty sad game,
Mhm.
but then as you progress through, you get used to the game,
Yeah.
and then it gets a lot happier.
Oh, that's
throughout.
good. That's good.
And the final boss makes it's very intense. It might be easy, but it's intense.
Yeah.
It leaves you hanging like, am I gonna win or is this guy gonna win?
But you win.
If you're good enough and not noob,
Yeah, keep going.
if you're not nubbed,
I'm
you'll
gonna
win.
get way up on that.
If you're not
fine.
nubbed, you win.
You're just gonna keep
If
You're
you're
not.
nubbed,
You're just gonna spin.
Oh.
maybe that
You'll be fine.
you know what nub
That's
is?
what I do.
No.
Nub means they are very bad.
Oh.
Like very bad at video games.
Oh,
That's
gotcha.
enough.
Gotcha.
If you're nub, you will fail.
Yes, I
If
get
you're
it.
not a nub, you will.
Got it. I see.
There's a lot of people who are just regular players up there just looking to have a good time.
Oh, no.
There's a lot of people
A little
who
bit.
spend out days and days in front of that television screen mastering the game.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people who are just like, I suck at this game. Most people who,
You know.
I'm one of them people that spend hours and hours in front of the television just mastering the game.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm literally that committed to my gameplay.
Good to have a balance, though. Get out in nature like we are right now.
This is really what I want to do when I rage. I want to throw the controller at the TV.
Yeah, you're never
Oof,
gonna
don't do that.
I seriously just want to do this with the controller and the TV.
That would not